Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Diamond. Today I'm reviewing the Stefano Di Blasi. It's a 2016 Toscana. It's from Italy. It's at 13.5% alcohol by volume. It normally goes on sale at Nakedwines.com for $20. I got this one for $7.10, but the angel price is $12. I got it cheaper than that because it was like a first time buyer wine tasting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then just up here, click this link and go take a look at that review, and then you can come back here and watch the rest of this video. So I will say one thing I didn't mention is this is an IGT. So in the classifications for Italian wine, there's different categorizations. DOC, DOCG tend to be the higher classifications for Italian wines. Now, that doesn't mean that this IGT is going to be bad. The main reason for that is the classifications normally require a certain viticulture and viniculture method in terms of making the wine from that region. So if you're getting something that's a DOC or DOCG, then it probably follows very strict laws in how that wine is made in order to be classified at that level. Now, an IGT can either mean that winery hasn't made something to that level, or in the case of a lot of super Tuscans and Tuscan wines, they just decided to hell with the laws. We're going to make the wine the way we want to, and because it's being made the way they want to, it doesn't get certified at that higher level. Doesn't mean that they're bad. There are a lot of really good IGT wines. You just have to try them and see if it's just because that winemaker isn't quite at the quality where they want to be for that region, or if it's just they said, screw it, I'll do it myself. So with that being out of the way, let's get to the wine. So, pour a sample real fast, using my big old new glass I got today. My grocery store is having a sale on very close to Varietal quality glassware. I got 2 stems for $10. I was quite happy with that. Thank you, HEB coupon. Alright, so from a color standpoint, this is ruby, and I'm gonna say it is, it's kind of a light to medium ruby. It's not quite as dark as a lot of red wines are. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a light to medium ruby. It's kind of hard to tell. From a nose standpoint, oh, that's glorious red fruit. Oh, that's so much red fruit. So I'm getting cherry. I'm getting a hint of strawberry. I'm getting a hint of dry leaves. Slight pasture effect. There's also another fruit in there, maybe raspberry, and something else. I'm gonna say there's like a hint of, like a baking spice, almost like a touch of cinnamon. It has a little bit of a spicy zing to it. And even though it's only 13.5% alcohol by volume, I'm actually getting a little bit of the alcohol in the nose. Not a lot, just a little. All right, so the taste. So medium body, very fruit forward. It's a lot of, medium plus on the acid. I actually expected a little bit more acid out of it. Medium plus on the acid. A lot of those fruit flavors just coming up. I'm getting that raspberry, and it's like a sour red cherry that's hitting me up front, and then as that fades away, I'm getting a little bit more that kind of strawberry in the mid palate, and then that pulls out and the cherry comes back. But it's joined by its friends, the baking spices. Honestly, this reminds me a little bit more of like a Oregon Pinot Noir than it does an Italian wine. It's quite nice though. I'm really enjoying this. So I would like a little bit more secondary and tertiary elements. It's 2016. They could probably age for, I'd say about 3 to 5 more years. You probably get some good character out of it. It's not super dense, so I wouldn't age it for much longer than that. And then after that point, you're probably going to start losing out on a little bit of the quality. But I mean, it could develop over time. So in terms of the rating, the Stefano Di Blasi 2016 Toscana, I'm going to give you a good. I really like this wine. I'm a big fan of Italian wines. A lot of wines in Texas that are made in Texas, either made here or the grapes are grown here, and the wineries also produce their own wine from them. They use a lot of Spanish and Italian varietals. The weather here suits that really well. So I'm kind of already like a lot of Italian wines, and to be quite honest, This is really good. So I do recommend that you go try it yourself, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. So if this is going to be in your Nakedwines order, then you'll have fun. All right, so I would recommend pairing this with some sort of like pasta dish or some other maybe Italian fare that's high in acid. This could also go well if you're looking at doing some like antipasto type stuff and you wanted to use a red wine as your kind of meal pair instead of using a white wine. So the higher acid does make it pair really well with food, and I mean, to be quite honest, if you don't even follow that, you just eat it with a hamburger, you would still probably get something out of this. Don't recommend it, but the acid will help with pretty much any meal you're gonna eat. Anyway, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the Stefano Di Blasi 2016 Toscana? Be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime.